If your ex said that they were feeling overwhelmed at the time of the breakup, and you're trying to figure out, like, yes, you understand that they have stressful things going on, but it doesn't make sense that they would want to break up because of that. You're trying to figure out what happened. Watch this video. Hey, I'm Coach Benny, and I help people get their exes back. And before I did this, I was a dating coach for 5 years, where I had to pay attention to how attraction works. And I used that experience to help you get your ex back. Now, when you have an ex that's saying they were overwhelmed, this is a product of several things culminating at one time. First of all, they're probably a people pleaser and they don't know how to say no or set boundaries with people. So they bend over backwards for colleagues, for family, for whoever, and they're spreading themselves really, really thin. Now, in addition to that, they're not great communicators. Typically, this stems from a family environment where they didn't talk about their feelings. They didn't communicate or cooperate. And so in their relationships, AKA with you, a bunch of problems piled up, and then they got into this overwhelming point that they couldn't address in total, especially because they didn't address it at the micro level with you all along the way. And that's adding to the stress. Now, when you combine that with troubles at work, maybe somebody in the family dies, some big thing happens in their life that's like super stressful, like already they're spread too thin, plus they're not addressing problems in the relationship, and some big life event happens, it totally derails their whole life because they're living in an unsustainable way, and they go into a depressive episode where they cut everyone out, they push people away, and they're not going to let you talk them back into the relationship, no matter how much you loved each other. Now, individuals that do this kind of a thing, that break up with you because of overwhelm, typically are going to be dismissive avoidant attachment styles, or individuals with a dismissive avoidant attachment style, that is. Now, the more you chase them, the more you try to, show your dedication, etc., the worse off it's going to be. Once they cut you out and they made their mind up, they're going to stick with that decision for a while, and they're going to try to push you out of their mind right after the breakup, and they're not going to start coping with the sadness of the situation for probably months thereafter. And then to you, it's going to feel like they just got over you just like this, like they didn't care, that everything was a lie, that they never loved you, and that is not the case. So if you want to learn more about this attachment style and figure out how to re-attract this person back into your life, what you can do is click into my profile, click this link right here, and set up a call with me. And I want to hear your story, and I'll give you a step-by-step game plan to get your ex back.